Welcome back to the Reality Receipts podcast, starring me, Storytime with Ricky.
And me, Reality Ashley, and we have so much to talk about today. We have 3 exciting shows to cover. There's just so much good reality TV right now. We are getting fed. It is amazing. It's tiring for us, but also we love watching these shows,
Yes.
so it's good. So
Yeah.
Love Island USA. We just watched that. We're recording at night again, so we literally just finished the episode,
Yes.
and like you just said, it's off to a great start.
To a great
I'm
start. We're
loving it.
only on episode 2, and we already have so much drama. So where episode 1 left off is the Bombshells came in, they smooched on everybody, and then they blindfolded all of the OGs and said, raise your hand if you want to get to know like the new Bombshell. And we had some hands raised, but eyes were turning, heads are turning already. Like, what'd you think of that whole thing?
Well, I know like this is skipping way ahead, but like the biggest news of the episode is YULISSA was just
Oh my
gone.
God,
Like,
she was
disappeared.
Gone.
Yeah, were you
Like a thief in the night.
I've seen some online speculation being like, did she leave by choice or was asked to leave? I'm almost positive she was asked to leave. I don't see anyone leaving that opportunity by choice. So
Yes, like, and it literally like went to bed, she was there, woke up, she was gone. And for those of you guys who don't know, a video surfaced of YULISSA on a podcast where she dropped the N-bomb multiple times. I mean, obviously she said, you know what? I'm not even going to say that sentence. No. If you didn't know, there is a video of her circulating where she dropped the N-bomb. It's getting a lot of attention. People were in an uproar about it. And I believe that is exactly why she got home, sent home, because Love Island is live. Okay. Love Island is live. So they are very well aware of what's going on, the online chatter. I think they seen that video and they said, we can't be associated with this and you're out of here.
Yeah, I definitely, like, we did wonder yesterday when we talked about the first episode, like Ariana seemed to like welcome her with open arms and was nice, and she's usually very vocal about things, and we know that Ariana is seeing what's happening online. So I was a little surprised about that, and I thought there must be some kind of a delay where when they filmed that first episode, they didn't quite know. So I think that was filmed probably like Saturday-ish or Sunday, I want to say, and then all the stuff came out yesterday or Sunday. So I think they were just a little behind, and once they finally got wind of what happened, like that, using slurs is something that will get you immediately kicked off of any show. It's happened on Big Brother a few times, and it's not acceptable for anyone. So
it's not, and it's like, and I know in like other like cultures and communities, you think that if you are in the Black community or consider yourself part of the Black community, that you get a pass and you can say it too, because obviously we've seen from the men that she picked that my assumption is that she primarily dates Black men. Her relationship that she talked about, I'm assuming it was probably with a Black man, so she thinks she gets that pass, and it's like, baby girl, no you don't. You know what I mean? So I'm really glad that production like came in, did their thing, because they were getting some backlash. Like, how did you miss this video? How did you not see it? I think that was a clear indicator that they did not see the video. And once they did see the video, they got her right out of there. So kudos to them. And that's what she gets. So
I wonder what they told everybody else in the villa. Like, I wonder if she just disappeared and they're not going to explain it to them, because I feel like that would leave like a lot of uneasiness of them wondering what happened. And I wonder, obviously they're probably not going to show us what happened or how it all went about. So I wonder, they might have just said something happened with their family because they don't want to like
they are, maybe they didn't say anything. It literally, the announcer says it, and he says it so quickly. He just says, YULISSA has left the villa. That's it. He doesn't give an explanation. And a lot of people miss that. Like, they missed the announcer saying it. Like,
I saw Ace say he's single, and I was like, what happened? I had to go back and like listen for that announcement, because it was so quick.
Yeah, so there's that. She's gone. Ace is single, which sucks that he's single and vulnerable, because it's not his fault, right? But I don't think he was into her anyway, so I do think like there would have been a switch there regardless. Obviously, the Bombshells came in, they made moves. We had Sierra, who picked Nick, and then we had Charlie. Is that his name?
Yeah,
He
Charlie.
picked Shelly. Shelly is a hot commodity. Like,
She
oh, they all
is.
want her. They all want Shelly, and I'm here for it. She is so freaking beautiful. Again, she reminds me of the Little Mermaid. She looks like Halle Bailey to me. Like
Yes.
she's stunning.
I
I don't know what you think of Charlie and Sierra.
I feel like Nick became a whole new person when Sierra came in. Like he's a whole new man now. He's smiling, he's happy, he's giddy, he's dancing, he's like so excited. So I think Bella, she's so beautiful, but the Christian, like nothing wrong with being Christian, but on this show, it's like she's not really in the experience, you know? She has
Yeah.
that barrier and can't really get to know Nick the way they're supposed to. So he did say like he likes the challenge, but there's also I feel like she's not like her conversations are a little awkward. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like she
Yeah,
doesn't
I
have
agree.
they like to have good chats on these shows, and I feel
Yeah.
like Sierra is much better at that. She's got like more outgoing personality, and I think Nick and her are a good fit, like better than him
Yeah,
and Bella.
yeah, for sure. I think there's something like again, I think Bella is on I like to call her Bella because just how her name is spelled. Like it's
The
just
hyphen.
I love the Christian values, but it's just the
Yeah.
wrong show for that and it's not going to go over well with the audience on top
No.
of the fact that she is boring. Like she's just boring.
Yeah.
I hate to say it. She doesn't have like her conversation. It's almost like there's nothing up there. Like sorry, but
Uh-huh. I
all
could see that
yeah.
with Charlie immediately. He like was excited to sit down with her, and as soon as she started talking, he was like looking off like, "Oh, this is not good. Like this is not what I wanted." So, yeah, she
Yeah,
needs to be on
yeah.
like Christian Mingle Island, not like Love
Yeah,
Island, because
not
it's
Love
just not.
Island. And I felt a sense of like possession over Nick when it's like it's 24 hours. Like, hopefully
Yeah.
he tells me and when she was like, that's interesting when he did tell her. And it's like it's early days and I really fear like after the success of last season, like we're gonna start getting some people who are not authentic. We're going to start getting some
Hmm.
fakers. We're going to start getting those people who are so desperately trying to be an OG and stay in the house
Yeah.
and just do what they got to do to like make it to the end, which I don't care what nobody says, that is what Jeremiah is doing. Like
Yeah.
that Jeremiah is so fake to me. Like he's possessive, he's controlling, he's insecure, he's got some issues. Like he's got some issues that are like shining through. The fact that he asked Hutta like 50 times, like, did you get up? Did you get up? Did you get up? First of all, when he took his blindfold off, he looked pissed because he knew she
Yeah.
got kissed. Jealous.
Hmm.
Like, you do not know this girl. You don't even know she got a
Hmm.
baby. You don't even know the most
Yeah.
important thing about her. And you're acting
Hmm.
like you guys are married. And I feel like it's a ploy to try and force this narrative on the audience that we're the strongest couple here. Like
Yeah.
we're further along than everybody else. Like, and it's
Yeah,
like,
I mean, she's kind of the same to him though, because when he was
she
talking
is.
to Sierra and she was
She
like
is.
doing the little like jaws walk by, like, and then she like sat across staring, and then she interrupted eventually, and I was
Yeah,
like, and called him
baby,
like baby,
baby,
yeah, and I
yeah,
was like,
baby. Can I
that,
pull you for a chat? It's giving me the ick, and
yeah,
it's honestly I'm not buying it. Like
hmm,
I feel like as a viewer, I know what you guys are trying to do,
yeah,
and I'm not buying it because there's no way that you guys are this into each other this quickly. Like,
yeah,
granted, we've seen people couple up on day one and ride the wave, but y'all
hmm,
are like walking around with your chest poked out and like you're better than everyone. I think that's like you're trying to
yeah,
match and like you're being like you're being and like I think Olandria like called it out best when she was like, isn't that like a little scary to you? Like,
yeah,
and it was like, I like my men obsessed with me, which me too. But
yeah,
you know what I mean? After day one, it's kind of scary. Like if it was like a
yeah,
weekend, it's like, okay, cool. Like you guys have,
yeah,
you guys know each other a little bit more, but it's like it hasn't even been 24 hours and he's like trying to match with her. He's doesn't believe her that she didn't get up and kiss anybody. Like,
mm.
like and then he's like, oh, we're not locked in, we're open, but
Well, like
oh.
Ace said to someone when he was like, "No, she's locked in." Like she said she's not, but she
Yeah.
is. So
Yeah, that was Taylor. Like Taylor and
yeah,
Ace because Ace kissed Ace
Oh
kissed
yeah, she
Huda,
always said it. Yeah,
but we also see like they're not going for Huda. Like, even
yeah.
though they kissed her, even though they expressed an interest, they're not going for her.
Uh-huh.
Jeremiah didn't say anything to Ace about kissing Huda, which I'm glad he didn't, because that would have really looked crazy. But
Yeah.
like, I don't know. To me, it's like he's definitely gonna get mad if she does
Uh-huh.
challenges and kisses people. She's gonna get mad if he does challenges and kisses people. And there's just something really off about them. And I felt like they were doing way too much at the fire
Yeah.
pit, but we'll get there.
Yes, I agree.
I
I feel
will.
like it is like a little bit of both, where it's like Jeremiah probably came in like, I want to be an OG, I want all this to happen, right? But you don't know who's going to be there or if that will work out for you. So I think it's like that's why he went in with those intentions, and then he saw Huda and was like likes how she looks, he likes her. So it's like that excitement of like, this might work out for me. Like, I want to be an OG and go all the way, and I like this girl, because they did show next week. Obviously, they get down with each other. Did you see the preview?
I seen the preview,
Some
but
tongue licking going
I
on.
seen
So
the tongue licking, but I didn't see. You never know based on the preview if they like went all the way, because
yeah, they
in
tried to
these
make it seem
first
that
two
way.
episodes they weren't even kissing. Like,
Yeah,
he even made a reference about like, well, I'm just like, you're kissing him and not kissing me. Like, we're not even kissing. So it's like, if you guys are that into each other, you guys aren't even kissing. Like, I don't know. And if you're that into him, why haven't you told him that you have a baby?
yeah,
Don't
that
you think
part.
it's time?
Yeah,
You
she
going you gonna do the physical act of making a baby before you tell him you have one? Like,
and now I think it's too late. Like, even if he wasn't really into children, he seems into her, so he's gonna just be like, oh, that's fine. Like, not actually thinking about the real world and how that's gonna go. And if he actually does want that, he's just gonna say whatever now. So she waited too long. Like, you have to tell him before you start that connection, because like you said yesterday, now he's going to convince himself that it's fine, or like that he does want to be a stepdad, and
yeah.
I don't know about that. So
I don't know. It's off to a good start though.
yes.
I knew Nick was gonna like jump from
Hmm.
Bella. I knew he was. I do think that Sierra's a better fit for him. I did think for
Yeah.
a second that Sierra might have picked Ace. I thought like maybe she was gonna
Hmm.
pick Ace. She did pull
Yeah.
all the guys for a chat. Even her chat with Jeremiah was
Yeah.
so like, she was just asking
So bad.
21 questions. He's not
Yeah.
answering. He's not making eye contact. Like, he's just like, how, bruh? Like, how? So quick.
Yeah.
Like, how, bruh? Like, I'm not buying it. I'm not
I
buying it.
I just kind of feel like none of the men there are good enough for Shelly, to be honest. Not even Ace, which
Yeah.
he's super cute, and
Yeah.
I like him, but he does give a bit player vibes.
He
And
does,
yeah,
right?
I just don't think anyone is up to her standards at all. So I hope someone better is coming along, but usually they start with the best and it goes downhill. So
Yeah,
I don't
I thought
know.
the same thing these episodes, because I'm like, is Ace a player? But then I'm like, he's single. He's
Yeah,
single.
true.
But seeing him with Sierra and being like,
Yeah.
he's love bombing a bit for me. Like, he's like,
Yeah.
oh, the 8, yeah, things are aligning. And then you see him
Yeah.
go right behind and tell Shelly, oh, where have you been all my life? And like, I miss you. And I feel like that, like, oh, it's corny and it's love
Yeah.
bomby. And I don't know. We gotta watch Ace. I think he's
Yeah.
a player.
And I'm just trying to figure out what Shelly sees in Austin, because
She
I'm like,
doesn't.
okay, good.
I don't
He's
see it.
tall, but
I don't see a connection. Like, where she
yeah.
keeps saying there's a triangle. Maybe they're just not showing her conversations with Austin. But I think
Mhm.
Austin showed his true colors in these episodes. Like, the first episode, he tricked me. Like, I thought, like, is he into her? I don't know. I
Mhm.
don't know if you've seen online, but Austin's bonus mom has come out and been like, basically she's a mixed woman, biracial woman. Like,
Uh-huh.
I'm Austin's bonus mom.
What
So
is a bonus mom?
I
Like
don't freaking know. I don't.
like
I
a
guess
family friend?
a play mom. That's a thing here. Like I don't know. I
Play
don't know
mom.
a bonus mom or a play mom. But basically,
What
she's
is
a
a play mom?
Okay, we used to
Oh,
do this
long
thing.
story.
Like
Okay.
yeah, people. We do this thing out here in LA where you be like, you have play moms and play cousins. Basically, so anybody that you feel close to and you want it, you're
Oh,
like
okay.
you're closer than like my friend. You're my play mom. You're my play cousin. You're my
Oh,
whatever.
got it. Okay. Yeah, I get it.
I don't know what a bonus mom is, but basically
I think it's the same.
his bonus mom came out basically saying, I'm his bonus mom and I'm black, so like he can't be R word because I'm black. It's almost like being like, I'm not R word, I have a black friend. Like,
Right.
look at my black friend. Like, you know, so
Yeah.
so I think he tricked me in the beginning to like, I was like, is he into Shelly? Is he not? Like, I don't know. And I think that this episode, the way he hopped up for Sierra,
Yeah.
when I don't even think I remember, did they talk? Did him and Sierra talk at all?
Not that we saw at all. So, yeah, that's the part where it starts to feel slightly not genuine. Like, I obviously love Shelly, but I think she obviously doesn't want to be like, I'm not into Austin, because if it comes down to it and that's her only option, you don't want to go home, right? So it's like you can never really say I do not like that person, because it might get to a point where you kind of need them to stick around. So same with Austin, like he's doing the same thing. You know, they don't want to say this is just not the person for me, because then they might be left vulnerable. So they're kind of all pretending like there's these connections that are not really there.
But Shelly didn't stand up for Charlie. That like surprised me.
Yeah. I think she
Because
doesn't want
they
to
were
be
sneaking
seen like,
kisses.
yeah. I think she didn't want to be seen like chasing him and like have that chance to be like rejected, you know? So I think he would have picked her though.
I think he would have picked her. I think he would have coupled with her. And I think it was fair game regardless. But when Austin got up to be picked, I was very surprised that Shelly didn't get picked, like didn't get up to say I'm interested in Charlie. Like
Yeah.
they seem to be connecting more than her and Austin to me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
agree.
I don't know. And then I guess Bella and Charlie they didn't really have a connection.
No, I think honestly,
Nobody
Bella,
stood up for him. Poor guy. He didn't have nobody stood up for him.
Yeah, I wonder why. Like, I wonder if there's something we didn't see or what was going on there, because yeah, I would have thought one of the girls whose man got up, then they might as well get up for him, right? But they probably didn't want to be rejected or like pick him. That's the problem with girls picking, right? Like then they don't know if he really actually wanted to be with them or he's stuck with them.
So you go like so we saw Sierra pick Nick. So Nick is in a couple with her and now Bella is single, but all of the guys that stood up that she didn't pick, they go back into their couples. They're not single. Yeah. They're just back in their couples.
No, they got to go back.
Which again, I don't see a problem with the guy standing up. Obviously, Ace is single, so he had to stand up. I don't see, it's early days. Yeah. I don't see a problem with them standing up. Like, that's why when Huda was making such, Huda was making such a big deal about it, y'all need some real men. Like, my girls deserve better than this. Like, And Olandria had to be like, girl, chill. Like, girl, chill. Yeah. Like, we're fine. We're not upset about it. Like, chill. Yeah. Because one, I felt like you're embarrassing me because you're doing the most because your little puppy dog just sat there next to you and y'all are all in love and married or whatever. And you're doing a lot. Like Olandria kissed Ace. Like, so clearly she's open to exploring other connections. So like, how are people getting mad that Taylor also got up to explore a connection? She just told, Olandria just told this man that she kissed Ace.
Yeah. I know. I thought Huda was doing too much, like, because she was sitting there all happy and being like, oh, all these men are little boys. And I totally saw where Olandria was coming from. Like, that she was like, you're making it worse. Like, you're embarrassing me and acting like it's a bigger deal than it is. Like, it's not a big deal. We're 2 days in. Like, just chill. I totally was on Olandria's side. But then it was weird because when Taylor sat down, she kind of like moved away angrily.
She did. I saw that too. Like she definitely scooted away from him.
Get away from me. Kind of like, you know, which that part was weird because I'm like, first I was like, I was on her side being like, yeah, Huda's doing too much. It's not a
Yeah.
big deal. You're not mad. You kissed someone else. You don't care. So then when she did that, I was kind of like, oh, now you're acting like you care. So stop. Like, don't do that.
Like,
Because
are
you were,
you mad?
we
Like,
were, yeah.
are you mad? Like, are you mad? Like, because we can't tell.
I was on her side being like, yeah, she's not mad. She doesn't care. She's kissing other people. But then when she did that, like, kind of annoyed, like, scoot away, I was like,
Yeah, I noticed.
now you're giving mad. And so Huda was trying to stand up for you, thinking you were mad. So
You're
I
trying
don't know.
to stand up for all the girls when it's like,
Yeah.
this is the name of the game. This is
Totally.
it is early days. What you and Jeremiah are doing is fake. Like, it's not blowing over well with the audience, that you guys are locked in and you're not even open to looking at anybody else not even 2 days in. So
Yeah.
I felt like she was doing a lot. I feel like Jeremiah was doing a lot. Like, oh, yeah, let me put my phone back. Y'all know I ain't going anywhere. Like, ew.
Yeah.
Ill. Because what's going to happen, what I think is going to happen, is you're going to be so into Huda, somebody, a badass bitch about to walk in that house. And not that Huda's not a badass bitch, because she is. So you're going to turn your head and you're going to use that baby excuse when she finally does tell you about the baby as a reason to why you're exploring a new connection. She just waited so long to tell me, like, how can I trust her? Like, like, that's something she should have told me on day one when I asked about the room. Like,
yeah, now she's giving him that opportunity to use it as an excuse, because I hope she tells him in the next episode, before, if that is them.
If she bangs him before she tells him, like, girl.
Yeah, not smart. Because, yeah, now if he decides, like, he does want to turn his head, he is definitely going to use that excuse and be like, well, you lied to me, or you weren't upfront with me, so now I don't trust you. And, yeah, it won't even be about that, but he's going to make it about that. So
Yeah, I agree. But
we see you, Jeremiah. I forgot he was the one that was talking to Amaya from Temptation Island, right?
Yeah, he's the one that was talking to
my comments today.
Yeah.
Like, he was talking to someone a few days before, so who cares that she didn't tell him she had a kid? And I'm like, I don't think that's really the same, but
yeah, and it's also like, how are you so obsessed with this girl on day one when it's like you had a whole person you were dating? And then apparently there was tea on Taylor. Like, apparently a video of an ex-girlfriend surfaced where she said that he's broke and like can't pay his bill. Allegedly. I didn't see the video, but I did see another creator talking about the video, saying that was the tea on him, because I don't know if you noticed in his intro, he goes, oh, if you can't take care of your toes, how are you going to take care of me? And apparently that's like the theme, that like he does like want a woman that like takes care of him, not just like cooking meals and cleaning. We're talking about like financially too. And it's like the difference. Like, Nick says, I'm looking for somebody I can take care of. And Taylor's like, who gonna take care of me? Like, oh, brother, my God.
I was gonna say, like, none of the men on these shows ever give like money. Like, this is a man financially sound and like with a good career. But Nick is a nurse, right? So that
is an RN. He's probably an RN at 24 is like, that's an amazing accomplishment. I think he's probably the only one with a real job. I think that Ace makes a lot of money with his dance company and his he's a content creator, and he was a pretty successful creator before this show. And I mean, and Shelly has, we're talking about the men, but Shelly, I mean, a cowboy, horse wrangler, I don't know if that's a real job. What did they have? Austin's a pool boy, so that's not really a career.
No.
And then I don't even know who else.
No, a lot of them, it said like model. So
Jeremiah's a model, right?
Cute
and broke, ain't about nothing, can't do nothing with that. I can't pay my bills with cute, and neither can you, Huda. Like, and she seems to have her stuff together, fitness business, and has a two bedroom
house. Yeah.
Yep.
We said that at the same time.
Two bedrooms is the night. And she lives. Where does she live?
I think he said like Raleigh.
Oh, okay.
Is that North Carolina?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know why I know this.
Yeah.
Yeah, $3,000 a month of rent is a lot, right?
No. $3,000 in LA will get you a one bedroom if you're lucky. Maybe a studio.
Like, obviously,
Yeah.
no Ariana tonight at the
No
fire pit. So I was
Ariana
like, what
tonight.
happened? But apparently
Yeah.
that happens sometimes, just the
Yeah.
texts. Okay.
I've seen it happen before with just the text. Um, yeah, I guess next week somebody's gonna get busy. We're gonna
Hmm.
see. I don't know if we're
Next
gonna
week,
get
tomorrow. It's like
tomorrow.
every
Not
day.
next week. You're right. It's tomorrow. Tomorrow.
I know.
Tomorrow's Thursday. So we get a Thursday, Friday episode.
Thursday, Friday, and then Sunday. So
We're not gonna get a Saturday. We'll get a Sunday. Okay. Ooh.
yeah, they do like the after sun on Saturday. So it's not a real episode. It's like
Mm.
a little chat, but not a real episode. So
Maybe they'll chat with you, Lisa.
I
You think?
doubt it.
No,
I
you
kind of feel
doubt
like
it,
they just want to
right?
like erase her memory from the show. So
Oh my God. Maybe they will give an explanation though as to why Yulissa left. Like maybe they'll
yeah,
say on After Sun. Because usually I don't watch the After Suns, but I guess I will just to see if they
talk about it.
explain anything.
Yeah,
Mm,
yeah,
okay.
because that is weird to have someone just leave without explanation, but they're probably figuring no matter what they say, it's just gonna start trouble.
Stir the
So
pot.
they
Yeah.
got rid of her, like they did the right thing, and they probably just want to leave it at that. So
Yeah, I think Austin's next to go, and by
yeah,
default, like nobody's interested in him. Like nobody's
no,
interested in him. Like
I feel like not based off of their real life, but just on the show, his personality is
oh
similar
yeah,
to Bella. Like I feel like
yeah.
they would be a good match.
And
Not if we
they
didn't
had a
know anything.
conversation, and we didn't. I mean, we didn't really see any spark, which is interesting.
That's
You know
true.
what I
They
mean?
wouldn't.
So
Yeah, maybe they're both too
they're
introverted.
like he talks so slow. Ashley, I'd be
Yeah.
like, oh my God, hurry up and get your freaking sentence out. I think they would probably be the best match, but even then, like. No one's into him, and
No.
that's what he gets. It's like backfiring on him. So
I don't think anyone is actually into Bella either, which is
me
surprising
neither.
because she's
Yeah.
so beautiful. But I think, not having that like personality is hard on that show because you don't have a lot of time to like slowly
Yeah.
work into things. You have to like put it
Yeah.
all out there immediately. So
Yeah.
I don't know why they would cast someone that was like, I'm not gonna kiss and I'm not gonna
I
talk.
highly doubt I'm not going to talk. Highly doubt she said that. Like, I feel like she must have bamboozled like cast and
Imagine.
crew, like, because there's no way they would have cast her. And what's so crazy is in her promo video, she's like very outgoing, and she's like, "Oh, I'm so happy. Like, I'm always like the life of the party," but it's not giving that on
Yeah.
TV. So
No.
Bella
Well,
and Austin, I think if it came to a vote tomorrow, like they're out of here.
yeah. Do you
Yeah.
think Charlie and Bella will couple up just to maybe stick around?
I think that Charlie is still gonna pursue Shelly,
Yeah.
but I think Shelly likes Ace. I think Shelly, as soon as they get to recouple, she's gonna pick Ace.
Mhm.
So
Yeah. It's already very spicy.
I feel
Lots
like
of triangles.
a recoupling's coming, though, right?
Yeah.
It's coming. So
Yeah. Yeah. They usually
Yeah.
like to leave us on like a cliffhanger. So maybe like on Friday or something.
yeah. Yeah, so we'll see. But so far, so good. I like it. Huda and Jeremiah are getting on my last nerve.
Mhm.
I
Yeah, we
don't,
don't
I
really-
don't, I don't know if I have a favorite couple
Yeah, I was just
anymore.
thinking that. I'm like, we don't really have that like, because right from the start, last time Kayla and Aaron were like a thing, which obviously went up in flames. But usually there is that one couple from the start that like slowly builds and you can tell they're solid. And I don't feel like we have that this time. It's more like people are still like feeling each other out,
Well,
but it's only 2
Jeremiah
days.
and Huda are trying to force that. They're trying to be that couple. They
Mhm.
are very much trying to be that couple, and it's like, mm-mm. So, and at first it was like Olandria and Taylor, but that seems to have, I don't know, did it go to shit? We'll see in the next episode. But now I'm
Yeah.
starting to feel like I don't know if I like Taylor for Orlandria. Maybe because I heard his ex say that he's a brokey. I don't know. Maybe I'm prejudging him, but I
She
thought
does
I
not
liked him.
deserve a brokey. She needs better than that.
And I think he's 24 and she's 27, and Shelly's 27 and Ace is 22, which I think Serena and Cordell. Serena was a few years older than Cordell too, right?
Mhm.
Cordell was like 21 and she was like 25 or something like that. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
what happens.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what goes down tomorrow, and
Yeah.
we'll be here to talk about it because apparently somebody's gonna get busy or get their fingers moist. I don't know. We'll see.
There's some licking and some tonguing
Sticking,
and
some licking and some sticking. I don't know. We'll see.
lots of germs being spread around.
Yeah.
Which, speaking of germs being spread around, there's a brand new show out now. It's on Bravo in the States. It's on Hey You. If you don't live in the USA like me, that's where I watch on Hey You. It's called NextGen NYC. The reason why I said speaking of germs is
I
because
know.
the main storyline so there's a girl on the show that doesn't wash her hands, but we'll get to that. It's very
Yeah.
controversial, I feel like. But
Yeah.
so it's like a few of the Real Housewives kids. So it's so shocking that we're at the stage of life where these kids that we've seen on TV for like 15 years are now like in their mid 20s living in New
Yeah.
York City. Because,
Yeah.
yeah, they started out, some of them like 4, 5, 6 on the shows, and
Mm.
now they are living on their own in New York, which
Yeah.
is crazy.
Yeah.
Makes me
Yeah.
feel
Yeah.
old.
So I'm not a Housewives fan, but I'm glad that they kind of gave a backstory of the kids. So we have
Yeah.
Damon, if you're familiar with Damon Dash, who's like part of Rockefeller Records, his daughter's on it. We have Candy Burris from the Housewives of Atlanta.
Yeah,
Obviously,
she's
everybody
Atlanta.
knows who she is. Like her daughter's on it. We actually have a really popular TikTok creator who's on it.
Yeah, Amira. I didn't realize that she was like a big TikTok creator because
Yeah.
I know all the housewives. That's what I'm like watching for because I know these. Well, that's what I went in for. But now I'm like, the show is giving like modern day The Hills. Like Charlie is giving me Spencer vibes from back
For
in the
sure.
day. It's like very like early 2000s, everybody going to clubs every night, like
Mhm.
they're, yeah, or maybe it's just because that's how old I was back
Yeah.
then, so it reminds me of that time.
Yeah, but
But
it's very mixy. It's very mixy. But I think of everyone, the Amira is who I noticed. I was like, oh, I recognize her from TikTok because I watch her. She's a beauty creator, so I watch
oh,
her
okay.
beauty videos, and she'll be like, "Get ready with me to go find a rich sugar daddy." Like, and she'll be like,
I
"Oh my
love
god,
it.
I look so hot. I look so beautiful." You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
that's what I recognized her because I'm like, she's on TikTok. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's an interesting show. Obviously, just like young rich kids living their best life in
Mm.
NYC. And I think, yeah, like the biggest scene was them. What was the young woman's name that I felt like they were picking on her. I felt like they were
Georgia.
bullying Georgia.
Yeah,
I felt like
they
they
were.
were giving mean girl energy. I didn't like it. Like,
No.
she doesn't wash her hands. She touched the bottom of someone's shoe, which, okay, yes, in New York City, that's disgusting because you don't know what somebody's walking on. But
Yeah.
like, she's a free spirit. And I felt like
Yeah.
they were kind of mean girling her again a bit. And I didn't like it. I wasn't here for it.
No. No, it was definitely giving like housewives energy because that's
Okay.
something that they would do on the
Okay. All right.
show. But
Okay.
yeah, I agree. I don't know why. Like, I just feel like normally in a setting like that where you're out for drinks and like having fun, like you don't really care about people not washing their hands. Like you're in a restaurant or a club, it's dirty, everybody's touching everybody. Like it's gross.
Yeah.
Like as long as no one's putting their fingers in your mouth, like you
Yeah.
wash your own hands, then who cares? If she doesn't wash her hands and she touches you, then just go wash yourself after. But
Yeah.
yeah, I know they made like a really big deal out of it, and I mean, she didn't help herself by being like, I never have washed my hands like since I
I
was little.
eat
I
candy off
yeah.
the sidewalk.
Yeah. And
It's
like
like,
I eat worms and stuff, and like I do agree. I always feel like the people who are the biggest germaphobes that are like extra sanitizing all the time are the ones that like get sick all the time because their body doesn't, they're not used to any germs because they're so diligent about it. So
Mhm.
I saw her point, but yeah, it was, they kind of just like took that and ran with it as a way to,
Yeah.
because she already did seem a little different than
She's
them.
strange. Like, she's a little, I don't want to use the word strange, but she's different.
Mhm.
She is who she is, and I don't know that she does, that doesn't seem like maybe the group for her. It seems like she's a friend of a friend, and like,
Yeah.
when you bring others into a circle, like, she's different. So whatever. What did you think of I'm sorry, I don't know their names, but Charlie, I believe his name is Charlie,
Yes.
going on a date with one of his best friend's younger sisters. Like,
Yeah. So Brooks is from his mom, Meredith, is on the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City,
Hmm.
which it's so freaky because her daughter, the one that Charlie went on a date with, is literally like her twin, but just younger. Like they have the same mannerisms, they talk the same. It's
Oh,
like it's
interesting.
freaky. Yes, they're
Ah,
like the same person, which we saw Meredith on the episode a little bit.
okay.
But yeah, I don't know. Like I think if you know too much about your friend and you know how they are with women, to send your sister on a date is like, yeah, it would be disturbing. So
Right.
him texting like what he texted about, maybe
Yeah.
we'll head home after the drinks. Yeah, that was
That's
too
so
far.
crazy. And then like, oh boy is just going back and telling his sister. So it's like now this girl is never gonna go out on another date with you. Like
No.
it's just
I
so rude. It's just so
yeah.
rude. Like,
I feel like she was out of his league already, like to start with. So I didn't really, that's the thing. They all have money, right? So I'm like, I don't really see Meredith's daughter being interested in this guy. But I guess when you're in New York and there's rich people, there's different priorities and like who you might date and who you wouldn't. So,
yeah.
because I'm like, I don't really see these two together.
That might have been like a forced little storyline. I think what
Yeah.
surprised me this entire episode was obviously I know who Kim Zoliak is. Is that how you say her last
Yeah.
name?
Yeah. Zolciak, I think.
Zolciak. Like obviously everyone knows who she is. She's a very famous housewife. So her daughter is on the show. And what
Yeah.
surprised me the most is that like I mean, obviously we know she had a big messy divorce and there was like rumors circulating that they were broke and losing their house, but like she's actually broke. Like she used all her
Yeah.
daughter's money. Like I can't
Yes.
believe that like actually came out on the show. Like we literally see her asking her daughter to like send her money.
Yeah, I thought that was so sad. And I always wonder about this, seeing like we've talked about like the mommy bloggers before and people that put their kids online. And obviously, like they're making money. Like even some of the people on these shows that we watch have like, say, babies. And so they do diaper ads. And like, are they putting money aside for that for the future? Or are they just spending it? Or maybe they feel like because they're the one on the show, they're the one getting the opportunities, that they are owed that money from their kid. Because obviously her daughter was a teen when she started doing all the Instagram ads, but her daughter was on TV because she was a real housewife. So I'm like, did she
Right.
feel entitled to that? And that's not right because it's still her money. I don't know. It's just was really sad to
Right. And
hear
like
her.
how much money was it? Like you just took like you guys just used it. Like where was it? Like it's kind of crazy. I don't know. It's kind
Yeah.
of crazy. But it seems like her
Yeah.
boyfriend is well off.
Yeah,
Right? Like
exactly. I
yeah,
don't
like
know that
it's
brand is that.
I've heard of it. There's a I want to say I've definitely heard of it and I feel like there's
Uh-huh.
definitely multiple locations of that Zaxby's
Uh-huh.
chicken. Like I feel like
Yeah.
that's a very popular. I want to say there's a few even out here. You know I'm about to
Oh,
Google
okay.
it. Yeah, like I've heard of it. Yeah, for
Yeah, because
sure.
at first I feel like Kim's daughter, Ariana. I never know if people are Ariana or Ariana because I
Uh-huh.
know sometimes Ariana gets Ariana and she doesn't like that. But
Mhm.
she
Yeah.
she seems like the star to me. Like she was really like carrying the episode. So I feel
Right.
like I was kind of like her boyfriend. I was like, I don't really see this couple, but then hearing he's rich, I'm like, okay, maybe that helps a little bit.
Yeah,
But
definitely. He was like, well, she was like, I want to help pay the rent, and he's like, I'm like, we're
yeah,
just gonna have to go double from $8,000 a month. You're paying $16,000 a month for condo. That's what Brittany is paying
right,
for
for her
her
house.
mortgage and on the valley. Like, I'm like, oh my god, like this is crazy. Like,
Yeah,
but hey, to be young and rich, hey,
I
you know.
know, right?
There's
I know.
there's
Living.
no Zaxby's out here, by the way. I think it must be
Oh,
like, but
okay.
there is a
Is it
Zax.
like
It's like
in this?
it's in the States. They have over 900 locations, mainly in the U.S. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Do they have them in Canada too?
Georgia,
I'm like,
in
oh,
Georgia,
okay. Like
most of
maybe in
them
the
are in
south.
Georgia, but they have like 950 locations in 17 states.
Oh, okay. That's
Headquarters are in
a
like
lot of chicken.
Atlanta. It's a lot of chicken. So he
Yeah.
ain't hurting. He's like
No.
$18,000. Like, okay.
Yeah, that's so sad to see though that Kim is like calling her for money. She's having to send money, like, because she's got younger siblings, which is so sad because I know it's probably like her boyfriend was a little bit more, not heartless, but, you know, a little bit more like, don't send her money. It's
Well,
not your
probably
problem.
because he's financially supporting majority
Her.
of the household. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it's like maybe the money she's sending is like partly his money too. Like, and maybe
Yeah.
that's why Kim is asking because she knows this boyfriend is loaded, you know?
Uh-huh. And like hearing she's buying $200 bottle of wine, so she's not like just being responsible with this money they're giving her. But yeah, it's sad to see because she was on Housewives for a long time, and then Croy was a football player. I don't know what he does now, but
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah,
I didn't
not
read the details of their divorce. It's like, how did they lose all their money? Did somebody have a gambling problem or
it sounds like it. Yeah, their divorce has been very messy, like lots of police calling, and I'm sure we're going to hear more about it on this show. So that's what another interesting part of it was, is like a lot of housewives lore that we're getting, because it's like
Yes.
this girl has every right to tell her story, but it's also like you're just throwing your family's
And we
skeletons out
get
there.
some housewife appearances on there, like the
Yeah.
parents are making appearances on there. So I think like
Uh-huh.
if you have that housewife itch, like you're definitely gonna want to, like you're definitely gonna like this show. Like
Yeah. Yeah, I saw next week, I think, because Gia Giudice is on it, Teresa's daughter from Housewives of New Jersey. So I think she's going to make an appearance next time. So Gia was not coming across the best. She came across like a little mean girl-ish.
yeah,
So
wait, which one's Gia?
Gia, she was like, came in at the end, you know, she was,
Yes, from
yeah.
Jersey.
Yeah.
From Jersey,
Yes,
the one from
drove
Jersey.
in.
Okay, yeah.
Apparently it's a rough drive from Jersey to New York. So
You
I didn't know
know
you.
what? When I visited New York, I stayed when I dated stupid New York Bay. He stayed in Jersey and
Uh,
it wasn't that far. Like it was
no.
literally like I mean, we didn't catch any traffic, but it was like a 30-minute drive. Like
Yeah.
it's like going from the valley to downtown LA. Like I was like, it was not bad. Like they act like
Yeah.
it's a separate like
Yeah, when I've gone there a few times, I know we like flew out of Newark. Like you fly out of Jersey just to go to New York. Like it's not that far. I think it was like
right.
30 minutes, but it probably depends on where you're coming from. So I didn't go through a tunnel with water on it, so maybe she comes from a different direction. But
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
So I was like, yeah, but I don't know. Overall I really like the show. I think it has a lot of potential for sure.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah,
And
it's nice and fresh.
yeah, fresh. It's you know, these kids are grown, trying to figure out life in New York. Like there, it seems like there's always something to do. I'm like, I need to go back to New York with the right people because I feel like where is all this stuff? When I go, I'm just like, what's there to do? Like I don't know. Like you know.
It's so overwhelming. I've been 3 times now, and every time I still see like all new things because it's so big and
Yeah.
there's so much to do. And yeah, it's like
Yeah.
you need a tour guide or something. So
Yeah, but overall it's a good show. I'll you know, we'll keep watching and see,
yeah,
you know,
for
where it
more
goes.
housewives tea that all their kids are spilling for us. So
Yeah, literally so much like it's just it's good. I like it. So,
uh-huh.
yeah.
So our last show we have to talk about also on Bravo or Hey You if you're not in the US is The Valley, which is
Yeah.
still like Brittany and Jax and their drama still going down. So
Yeah, that and then I feel like they're really dragging the Jason drama. The
yes, like the
Jason
stupid
ring
ring
drama.
thing.
Like last time they were dragging the Nia and Danny drunk storyline, and then it's like now they're dragging this Jason ring storyline, and I'm like,
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah, and I mean, I was trying to be not team Janet, but I was trying to give her the benefit of the doubt this season. She was pregnant last season. She was a mess, but I'm like, the Dave and Buster, she was getting better, and now I just can't. I give up on her because when she was talking about her child, it's like sensing that she's sad. I was like, I can't do it.
Can not. Like, yes, you're so dramatic.
Yeah.
Now, I will say the bonfire scene, I felt like Jasmine overreacted. I feel like
Yeah.
Jasmine You knew you did something wrong. You instantly got defensive. Like Janet wasn't, she was just asking you questions. She wasn't being aggressive. She wasn't being, yes, she gives big Karen energy. I agree.
Yeah.
But I feel like she was asking, questions that anybody would ask if there's a rumor that their man is going around not wearing their ring. You know what I mean? Even though he's such a wussy pussy, like I don't believe that rumor for a second. But I feel like she got at Janet, this doesn't have anything to do with the ring. Like, you got some different smoke for Janet, so maybe you need to just address that. Because I feel like the way she got at Janet, they weren't even able to finish the conversation about the ring. Jason seemed really sad that, that friendship
I didn't realize
was ending.
they were so close.
Black people always like camaraderie together. Like if there's two black people in the room amongst others, like it's just kind of like a thing. Like it's an unspoken bond where you're like,
just like we got each other.
Yeah, we got each other. Like I see you, you see me, I got you, you got me. Like we good. It's an unspoken bond. So
especially around crazy people like Jackson, Brittany, and all the other stuff that's going on. Because, I know she kind of like, she should have just been like, it was something silly that I said. I shouldn't have said it. Like, I know you're a good guy. I know you wouldn't cheat. I was just like grasping at straws, but she got so defensive and totally went at Janet.
I don't think she made it up. I know there's this theory that she made it up. I don't think she made it up because there's multiple other cast members saying that they heard the same thing. But maybe she made it up and told people, and that's why they heard the same thing. I don't know. I think Janet wanted her to admit that, like, she just made it up, and it's like she wasn't going to do that. But I do think she got a really, really, really defensive because she was being called out. But a storyline that I felt like was really unnecessary, really dragging it. Don't care about it. And then all we have is Jax and Brittany. Once again, Jax being a psychopath. How the hell did he hear what was going on in the house? How? If the cameras don't have sound, what kind of device does he have planted in that house spying on Brittany?
That his behavior is very concerning. Like, it's borderline like stalking and harassing. Like, I don't know if he could hear what was going on. He said he saw, or did he say he heard what they were talking about? Because obviously he could probably see them on the cameras. So she seemed, the producer,
them, like, covering up the thing, and he
said he was having a heart attack. And he said he was having a heart attack and went to the hospital. I mean, if he was really having a heart attack, I wouldn't laugh. But I'm like, come on,
but
like,
you said like she said that you never know that when he's saying this stuff, like you never know if it's true or if it's like not true. And then it's crazy to me. And I guess we've seen this behavior in Jax ever since Vanderpump Rules, but like you will say something knowing that it's being recorded. Like, why would you tell Janet and Jason that you're giving her all the money from the podcast? And then you're like telling her that you're not giving her any, like, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't.
He can't keep up with his own lies. It's like he doesn't even remember what he says to people, I feel like. And then it came out today on the after show. He said their podcast makes $1 million a year.
What
like, how?
What the hell?
Where?
Where?
Call us.
What?
It does do pretty well. Like, I mean, anyone that's actually on a show that has a podcast, they all obviously have like that built-in fan base that's listening for the show to you. Like, so I get it. But I'm also like, $1 million? Like, that's a lot. That's crazy.
That's a lot. How long have they had the podcast? Do you know?
They started it like right after Scandival broke. So 2 years, I guess.
Okay. All right. Well, So we've seen.
But it's been a mess. Like, Brittany's there all the time by herself. He doesn't show up. Like she said on the after show. She was like, she's like, I do all the work and he doesn't even like show up, and he's like not even here. It's just my podcast. And then he shows up all of a sudden, and they would like fight, or they would be fine on the podcast having a nice talk, and then they would fight online. That was last summer, or like before this all went down. So it was very confusing. He's got his own podcast now, thankfully. So
Jax.
They're not. Yes. So he does his own, called like In the Mind of a Man or something, and she took over the old one. So
what's the name of that one
now?
What's the name
When
of that
Reality one? Hits.
Okay.
So she usually has someone like from the show on, and they talk about the show a bit. So yeah.
Okay. Well, we saw
But
her talk about her new man a little bit this episode.
mm,
This episode.
I don't think she meant this man that we've been seeing her with,
Oh, okay.
though.
She said some other guy that got a real job and he's real
Yeah,
hot and she's got butterflies and she's happy. So she's
that's good.
moving on from Jax, which is
Hmm.
good.
Yeah, she said that guy had a kid, and this musician that we've seen her with recently, I don't know if he does, but obviously that was like way back in August, and so that might be someone totally different now, but she didn't say any names, so we couldn't figure
Right.
it out.
Right.
But
And she's
she,
go
yeah,
ahead.
she did say on the after show that like Jax goes to the level of going through her garbage to find like condom wrappers. Like that's his level of stalking and harassing her. So when he goes to the house, he looks through her garbage. He counts the condoms in her drawer so he knows if some are missing. Like dangerous behavior. Then he's talking on the after show and he's like, oh, like I hope we get to a point where I can be like, oh, you're going out on a date. I'll watch the kid and like we're all cool. And then Brittany will tell her side and be like, he's literally going through my drawers. So it's messy.
Didn't you have panties on your countertop, sir? Like, didn't you have some drawers dangling from your sink? Like, how dare you?
Right?
Didn't you like we're getting divorced. Like I can whoever I want.
Yeah, I know. I don't understand what he's trying to do. It's like he is single and doing whatever he wants. He's got his little townhouse beside Schwartz, and then he's trying to control her still. It's just bizarre.
Men are insane. Like men are
Yeah.
insane. And then it's like, yeah, like you're putting on such this fake persona whenever the cameras roll, whenever I see his face, and like even when he's talking to Janet and Jason, he's all crying and like I took her for granted. I
So
pushed her
fake.
away. Like I've got everything set up to pay the mortgage. Like it's like Janet's all crying and I'm just like rolling my eyes. I'm like, oh my God.
I couldn't believe they bought that and they were like, oh, that's so good to hear him take accountability. And he was like, in that
Jason.
call, he was like, I wish she didn't let me get away with it for so long. I wish she left me sooner. And it's like,
Right. Right. And then
and
you're
now,
still doing it. You're still doing but Jason seems like
yeah,
such a simp. Like he seems like
yeah,
such a simp. Like
I know.
like he's so whipped and obsessed with Janet. He don't have a backbone. You always crying.
Yeah.
Ugh.
No. Yeah. And I don't think any of this is Brittany's fault at all, but I do think because on the after show, which is more recently filmed, like she's talking about Jax going through her stuff. And I think she just needs to start putting some boundaries in place of like, you're not allowed in this house.
Yes.
Like, don't give him that opportunity to count through
But
your
he's
drawers. Like,
crazy. Who knows? He's
he
probably
is.
sneaking through a window or a back door.
I think she needs like a restraining order, like a
Yeah, that's what
real.
it sounds like. It sounds like he's like going to stop to no avail. Like he is
Mhm.
going to like he'll sneak through a window if he needs to. Or like if you mean going through your trash, like what if he's going through the trash like that she puts outside the house? Like
I think he
like
is. I think he has like probably the trackers on her car, cameras
I'm telling you,
everywhere.
this is like that to go back to Love Island. Like I feel like this is Jeremiah being the early
And
warning signs of like what Jeremiah would do to Huda.
yeah, if we flash forward 20 years, it'll be Jeremiah and Huda will be Jackson Britt because
Yeah,
when you're
like
that possessive that
possessive.
early, it's not a good sign at all.
Yeah, not a good sign at all. Like what else did we see happen this season this episode? Nothing really. We saw
Well, there was the Nia. Okay,
Nia
I
and
love Nia and Danny. Love
they
them.
got
They're so sweet.
lymphatic massage or something.
Yeah. But I just don't know about her whole mindset of like, let's just get 4 kids out of the way so I can get my mommy makeover.
Yeah.
Like 4 under 4, which is what they are gonna have, is a lot. And I mean, I'm all for the mommy makeover. Like totally go for that. But that is so much stress on your life. And you know, she talked a lot about dealing with postpartum depression last season.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I thought her reasoning was just like, I really want these kids, which obviously she does still want them. But I didn't realize it was like, let me get it over with so
that
I
I can get a mommy makeover.
get surgery. Yeah.
So I
Like,
can get my body back, but let me get this baby first.
Right? I'm like, I think sanity is more important. Like, you could still get the mommy makeover. Like, she's youngish. Like, she's not, you know,
Yeah.
like, she just looks amazing
She
still.
looks
So she could wait
amazing.
2 more years. Like, you don't. that's a lot of pressure to put on yourself.
And
But
it
I
seems
guess,
like he's like financially worried about the pressures of the
yeah,
baby. It seems like he's like, we need like a
a
freaking
job.
mansion at the a job too. That's important too, but like a house to like house all these children.
Yes.
We didn't see any Jesse and
Oh
yeah, we didn't
yeah.
see any of them this episode. We did see
That's
Sheena. We
weird.
did see some
Wait, we
Sheena and
did.
Brock.
Yes, we saw Sheena. Oh my gosh. Sheena posted she's got like a preparation H campaign now. Like, the hemorrhoid. Because she
First of
talked
all,
about
I thought it was an unspoken rule that like you're not supposed to talk about your husband. Like, okay, like Kiki with your girlfriends about some little random sneaky link or something, but like you're not supposed to talk about your husband's junk size
yeah.
publicly. Like you just I feel like she kind of told us it was little. What do you think? I don't know. I feel like she kind of was like, it's tight.
Yeah. When you're saying everything but it's big, like when you're talking about the girth and the motions and anything but it's a good size, like you're distracting us that it's small. So. And I'm not shocked. I don't know. Brock gives
LD.
He even said himself, he's like, I'm a grower,
not a shower. And I mean,
Yeah,
I'm just sorry if you're just putting up the booty multiple times. It's probably not that big. I don't know. That seems very uncomfortable. Like I just don't know. Like, but I guess she was implying that she got hemorrhoids because it's large, girthy. I don't know. I don't want to think about Brock's penis, but like. First of all,
Sheena's hemorrhoids.
Or Sheena's hemorrhoids, or him like doing anal to her. Like I don't want to think about it, but also like who the fuck asked that question? Like, why are you asking about someone's husband's penis size? It's so rude.
That's what I'm wondering. Like, if this was a whole setup, which good for you, Sheena. Get your bag. Like, if you were like, if they're only gonna give me like this much screen time on the Valley, I'm gonna make it count, and I'm gonna get a preparation H campaign. I'm going to talk about my hemorrhoids on TV because I got to make it. It's not a whole season anymore. She's not getting the 23 episodes. So she's got to make that 10 minutes count and go for it.
Right.
Like, it's like the Lisa Rinna, she did the diapers. So
I think it's so funny.
She probably got paid a lot.
And I think it's so funny when Sheena or Brock come across the screen. Like underneath it doesn't say like Sheena, like or like Brock. It's like so and so's friend.
Yeah, it's a big demotion. Which I mean, they had Vanderpump Rules for like 11 years, which is a very long time. So at some point you do gotta ride off in the sunset, and so they're slowly making their way out. But and
Lala's just bringing nothing. It's like, why are you even here? Like,
yeah,
I
know. I feel like. Well, there was something that Sheena did where I was like, this is why we need her. She did something messy. I can't remember what it was, but she told somebody something.
Kristen.
Yes.
She was the little birdie that told Kristen.
She's always the birdie.
But I forgot what she told her. She told something Kristen about something.
Yeah, she said something. I think it was Janet maybe being upset. I can't remember. But either way, one of those people thought they were Sheena's friend, and she still told their business to the other one.
Yeah,
so
Sheena
that's why we need Sheena.
Always going to tell the business. Like, if you want some business to be told, you've got to tell Sheena. Like, Sheena has been and always will be a messy bitch, and I love her for it. You know what I mean? I love her for it. But yeah, I do think Sheena would be a good addition to the Valley. Lala, not so much. She's not really bringing anything. Dodi's actually not bringing anything either. She's like in her like calm mom marriage. Like, we need crazy Kristen back,
Yeah, we need more. I mean, happy for her that she's grown, and that's nice for her, but not as nice for us. Because this like Jason doesn't wear his ring. Like, we can do better than that. We need we can fly someone in. We know he's probably slept with someone. We got to find her. Like, I need Detective Dodi back on the case.
Jason is not. I'm telling you, like, Jason seems so terrified of his wife. Like, he seems so terrified of his wife. Like, I don't ever see him cheating. True, which great. Yeah. Like, that's amazing. That's what marriage is supposed to be about. You're not supposed to be cheating on your wife. Like, even if you're taking off your ring, like, Jason doesn't even give me trying to
No.
pick up on girls at bars. Jason's a handsome guy. Like if he wasn't on this show and I seen him out, that's somebody that I would like do a double take at. You know what I mean? Like I think he's handsome, but he gives TCH. Like don't have a backbone.
He doesn't seem like a sneaky,
strong, masculine.
guy.
He's the feminine energy and Janet's the masculine energy, in my opinion. So
I agree.
Yeah. So
I think
that's it, right? We got
see,
Oh, what else did we see?
I thought we saw Michelle. I just remember thinking something about Michelle's boyfriend. Were they at the beach?
They were at the beach. Yeah, they were at the beach. He didn't say anything, but they were there. No. She didn't say anything, but they were there.
Yeah. I just remember, something. He just looked funny to me.
He had a hat on. He had a weird hat on. Yeah, he had a weird, strange hat on.
Like there was something where I was like, oh, and there's Michelle's boyfriend.
And there's
just
that
being
guy,
weird again.
just that weird guy that's just there. Like, yeah, no, he had on a weird hat.
Yeah.
It's like, talk to her ex-husband or don't come on camera.
Yeah,
like that's all I want to see.
I feel like that's what they're building up to. Like, obviously, there's this Hawaii trip coming, and there's confrontation coming, but they've like done as much as we can with the Michelle and Jesse fighting. So we need like a little break, and then the explosion is coming.
Yeah.
But yeah, in terms of Jax, like I don't know if it's gonna keep getting worse or what, because he's not out of rehab still on the show.
No,
right?
I think
it
looks
there.
like maybe the next episode he's like maybe coming home, I think.
Yeah, just concerning to hear that he's like going through her garbage and stuff, because
that's weird.
On the after show, I'm not sure exactly when it was filmed, but I think it's usually about like 2 to 3 months before it airs. So a few months ago, but Britt had to get up in her chair and stretch, and she was like, it was from like my activities last night. And then she's like, yeah. Yeah, she's getting real spicy on the after show. And Lala's like, oh, like Jax is going to get so mad when he sees this. And that's when she started talking about him going through the garbage. So, she's hooking up. She's out there. And I think Jax is
I just
dangerous.
I literally love to see a woman moving on after a man has put them through the ringer, and then the man cannot freaking take it and is sliding down a wall like Cardi B and Offset. Like, that's completely off topic, but like the fact
the song of the summer,
the fact that Cardi B is moving on with this NBA player who realistically, I'm sorry, athletes, rappers, they all ain't shit. They're all going to put you through the mud. He's no better. Like, I think videos already surfaced of him flirting with women on a boat, the same boat that Cardi was on with him. You know what I mean? So they not shitting either. But I just love to see a woman moving on, happy, in love, in the man sliding down the wall, because Offset, you say he deactivated everything.
Like, yeah, that's what I saw today. He deactivated after she just like released a snippet of a song.
Yes.
She's kind of coming for him and talking about her new man being taller, because he's only 5'8" apparently. I didn't know that.
I did not know that.
Someone in the comments said he's going to change his name to Upset, which I thought was funny and corny.
Because Cardi's how tall? Because
she's
so little. Because when you see them together, he looks tall. You know what I mean? So I thought Offset was like 6'1" or something, but 5'8" is wild. 5'8" is wild. So she's got to be like 4'10", like she's shorter than 4'10".
Have you seen him barefoot though? Because maybe he wears like heels or
I feel like I've seen Offset in person. I've definitely seen him out in the club, but I guess it's like if you're not standing right next to him, you can't really gauge how tiny he is. Like, I knew Quavo was little. I knew Takeoff was little. I just assumed Offset was taller. I don't know, but
maybe the Google is just doing him dirty. Maybe like Cardi went in and changed it, and he's actually like 6'6".
An NBA player and Cardi, like, that's gonna be like, yeah, she said I might let him dunk this. See, like, all the things she posted, she hard launched him this week and like was twerking on him and like doing all kind of stuff. So I know Offset sliding down a wall, which is crazy because Cardi publicly took him back so many times. He publicly cheated and humiliated her so many times, and she filed for divorce so many times and took him back so many times. And then you never think that the person, like, when you keep taking him back, keep forgiving him, you never think they're actually going to walk away. And they do. And when that happens, the men cannot take it. And I think that's what Jax is experiencing.
Yeah.
along with Offset.
Yeah.
Appreciate what you got when you got it. Because once it's gone, it's gone. Cardi ain't never coming back. She said that Offset's asking her for spousal support and all kind of stuff. Not paying the mortgage on their house, like making her
just
pay.
Like Jax.
Yeah, exactly. Not paying the mortgage on the house. Bitter baby daddies. Bitter baby daddies.
Temper tantrum about. Yeah, they put up with so much for so long. Like, what do you expect? You just think that's going to be there forever, I guess. So.
Yeah.
Jax needs help, but
Jack needs help.
We all know that. That's not a shock.
Yeah, that is not a shock. But yeah, so those were our 3 shows this week. So if you guys haven't watched them, watch them. It's like a different variety of everything. Like, you know what I mean? Love Island. Watch it the way we did it. Watch Love Island first, then watch NextGen NYC, then watch The Valley. That will keep you entertained.
It's a roller coaster.
Yes, that will keep you entertained for the week, and we will see you guys for the next Love Island drop.
Yeah, we don't know when. We'll just pop up whenever, but at some point, Tuesdays for sure. You can always count on us on a Tuesday. The rest of the week, you never know.
Yes. And if you missed it, make sure you guys check out our previous episodes with, we did interview Angelique from Sneaky Links, and we interviewed Zoe from Sneaky Links, and we interviewed Kelsey from Sneaky Links. So make sure you guys check those out, and we will see you next time.
We'll be back. Thanks,
Bye,
guys. Bye.